Welcome to the 20th annual Charlie Riley ceremony tonight, 20 years. Thank you all for coming and being a special part of this evening. Tonight we are here to celebrate and recognize 23, 12 from the high schools, 11 from the fire companies, of our finest community servants to assist them with their further education. We want to thank all the high schools and the fire departments that participate in the program. Congratulations to all of our nominees, as you have already demonstrated your community service and leadership roles as doers of the word. Pastor McLaughlin, would you come forward for the invocation, sir? While he's coming forward, some housekeeping rules. You'll notice the exit signs for the exit doors here and over there where Don is at. The restrooms are out the main doors, the second door on your right, ladies and gentlemen. Now there will be plenty of opportunity to take pictures during the event, so feel free to do that. However, I would ask you that when the videos are showing and the lights go down, please be careful if you have to exit the room and go to the restrooms. Also, this year, something new. We put a new alerting system in the hall, back here in the corner. If we should happen to get an emergency call, the fire service part of it, you're gonna see a red light or a blue light or something, wild tones, everything else. Just relax, let the fire company handle it, do their thing. Pastor.
Well, it's so good to be here again this year. You know, we are here, what this is all about is something that Jesus said, to whom much is given, much is required. So much has been given to all of us, to every single one of us in this room. So much has been given. I've had the opportunity to do mission work in various places around the world. I've been in so many places where people live in a mud hut on a dirt floor with no running water for their entire lives. Wow. Do you know all of us here are within the top 3% of income of persons in all the world. Wow. Wow. To whom much is given, much is required. That's what this place is all about. This volunteer fire company. So much has been given. So much, so many persons knew that to them much had been given and have given in return for the sake of all of us. That's what this night is about. That's what Charlie Riley's life was about. That's what we're about here, that we've been given so much and we want to give in return. And you know something else Jesus said? Nothing is impossible to those who believe. Nothing is impossible to those who believe. It looks like the challenges our nation is facing, the challenges this world is facing are impossible. Nothing is impossible to those who believe. And while I believe that with all my heart, one of Jesus' early followers was a man named Paul, and he talked about the mysteries of God, and he said the first one he spoke of, the mystery of God is this: Christ in you. The presence of God himself living in you. That's why nothing is impossible. To every student here, nothing is impossible. You look at a world that's deeply troubled, a world where everything seems to be falling apart. Much has been given to you. Go out and do the impossible. Go out and do the impossible. The members of all our volunteer fire companies, wow, they're doing impossible stuff. So you know the only way to get a preacher to stop talking, you got to say amen. So if you'd say amen, thank you. All right. Well, let's join our hearts in prayer. Lord God, we thank you so much. It is so good to be here. We thank you. You do put a great calling on our lives to go and turn the world upside down, to bring light into the darkness. And we thank you, Lord, with you nothing is impossible. We thank you for this foundation, the Charlie Riley Foundation. We thank you for every student here, for every member of our volunteer fire companies. And we pray, Lord God, your blessing on each one of us here this night. And we pray in your precious name. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, sir. First of all, we hope everyone enjoyed the cake and ice cream that was prepared by Our Ladies Auxiliary. If you acknowledge that, we would appreciate it. Now, the good part of the evening is the introduction of our honorees. So if I could have all of our high school nominees, honorees, stand to be recognized. Every one of them. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's have all of our fire department folks, our honorees, be recognized. Please stand. Congratulations, and thank you also. Now we will go into the showing of our video on the lifetime accomplishments of Charlie Riley.
400 to headquarters.
Headquarters 400, go ahead.
400 to headquarters. Monitor 4051. Chief Charles W. Riley. 10-8. Answering last call to duty.
10-4, 400. 12:05 p.m. KQD 273.
400 to headquarters. 10-7 station.
400, 10-7 station. 12:05 p.m. KQD 273. Harford County Central Alarm, honoring Chief Charles W. Riley for 50 years of service to the citizens of Abington and Harford County and the state of Maryland. May you rest in peace.
Good evening, and welcome once again. For some of you, you have been here before. For the other half of you, perhaps not. So a little overview of your role this evening. First of all, relax. This is a wonderful event. There are no mistakes. If any mistakes occur, the editor will take care of it before it airs. And then Mr. Jean will correct me and tell me what to say next. And it's a good thing. For those of you who are here with the high schools and representing your student, and you have family with you, and they may want to be with that student when they come up here, and all of a sudden they get away from you and come running up, please relax. Don't worry about that. We're all family people, every one of us, and we understand. All right? We'll do what we have to do to corral. And no, you can't pass one of them off if they cry and you want to bring them up to me. Is that clear? Okay, good deal. For those of you in the fire service, we all know each other, right? I've greeted many of you this evening so far, and that's a wonderful thing. The reason I say that is because the other half of the room needs to understand that when we have humor between us, it's because we know each other. So when I say, "My, you look cute in that dress uniform this evening," it's because we know each other, and I don't usually get to see him in a uniform. And in fact, the fire side of this room doesn't get to see each one of us except in a coat and tie or a dress uniform, except at an event like this or at a funeral, when we're representing the people who have passed on and honoring their legacy. That's what this is about. It's about Charlie Riley's legacy. As people say at funerals, it's the dash between the year you were born and the year you passed that mean everything. That's the legacy. And you've seen some of that. The rest of the legacy are the people in uniform here, or the people who have spent decades in the fire service. We do that in the image of Charlie Riley. We have known him for that long. And that's why this organization stays so strong. To begin and get us off to the right start, I'm going to introduce our guest in attendance. And first of all, we have with us our county executive, the Honorable Bob Castley. And he moved. Good job. From the Harford County Fire and EMS Association, Chief Tom Scheck is the president. Representing Jessica Boyle Sottles from the County Council is Tara Lothrop. County Council Representative Allison Imhoff. County Council Representative Jacob Bennett. Lauren Page, Vice President of the Board of Education. Michelle Campagna from Harford Community College, Vice President for Student Services. And at this time, I'll invite the county executive to please come forward and offer a few comments. Mr. Casserly.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. It's a pleasure. It's really a pleasure. I want to first thank the board of directors and everybody involved in the fundraising effort for the Charlie Riley Awards. Your work is truly appreciated by everyone in the county. What makes Harford County such a great place is the people. We got a beautiful county. We all know that. But really, truly makes there's a lot of pretty counties out there. Really makes us special is the volunteer efforts that we have throughout this county. What people do from their churches, our fire companies, in their schools, in their synagogues, in the parks and rec. It's unparalleled. Just unbelievable. The veterans, the communities, and all of that. And to take the time and the effort to reward some of these folks. I get it, the students who are awardees. Wow, I'm reading your bios and stuff. Really, hats off to every one of you. Fantastic. From our fire company, EMS volunteer folks, and your awardees. Thank you for, I always say, a lot of folks do a lot of great volunteer work, but when it comes to the fire and EMS side, we all do a lot of volunteer work, but nobody gets up at 2 a.m. rushing out in the freezing rain to go help somebody they don't even know. So hats off to those folks. That's just the level of volunteerism. So the fact that the board's able to put the money and to support these folks as they try to achieve a higher status and further their education and training is truly commendable. But again, congratulations to everybody this evening. Thank you all very much. Thanks, of course, to the ladies of Level and what they always do here. Thanks for Level Volunteer Fire Company for hosting, and for everybody involved in the Charlie Riley Awards. Thank you very much, and appreciate it, and look forward to a great evening. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Casserly. We appreciate your kind words. Charlie Riley raised a wonderful family. 2 sons, as a matter of fact, Chip and Bruce. Chip spent his career in his adult life as a firefighter, serving the community. Bruce in his adult life as a teacher and a coach, serving his community. There's a theme there, right, that comes about. But now I'd like to introduce to you Chip Riley for his welcoming comments and his presentation of some special awards. Chip?
Oh, thank you, Rick. Rick and I worked together for many years and had some really good times in our career and all, and thank you, Rick, for being here again tonight. We really do love you, man. It's awesome. Welcome. But first and foremost, I think most of you know what I'm going to say next. We as an organization give our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, all the honor and glory. Something I've always said every year, and I'm going to say it on our 20th year. It's a big year this year, a milestone, and I say, everyone, take a look around this room right now. You see a lot of fantastic young people. You hear what's wrong with the youth today and what's wrong with society. If you look around this room, you'll see what's right with society. You really do. What I'm going to do tonight, we as an organization give 2 awards out every year. Not every year, but when we feel people are representative and our service. It's called a Service Award and Support Award. I'm going to start off with the Service Award, and it's actually called the Jerry Anderson. Well, let me get it. It's called Recognizing Doers of the Word, which is our motto, the Jerry Anderson Senior Service Award. And Jerry Anderson was a great friend. The family was a great friend to our family. And Jerry, Mr. Anderson was our first treasurer, and he is no longer with us, but he was so valuable to us, so we decided to name the service award in his memory. So the person that goes to this year has been with us about half of our years now, and kind of came out of need because our trophy company was selling and going out of not out of business, they're still in business, but I wasn't very high on them, and I heard about this other company, and I gave them an opportunity, and they've just been flat out amazing. They donate trophies to us every year. They donate many things to us and help us out. I've really been a pain to her sometimes, to where she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and all, but it was my fault, and I really felt bad and everything. So this year's award goes to Tina from Tina's Trophy World. Is she here tonight? She was supposed to be here. I don't see her. I told her not to put any name here or anything because she didn't know she was going to get it. And I was going to tell her that she needs to put her name on there and take it home, not to be on display there at her shop. So she said, "Oh, I'll be there," and she was going to bring her mom because her mom's always there to help out. So Tina, I think her last name is Shiflett, from Tina's Trophy World there in Aberdeen. So if you get the opportunity, she's been fantastic. She's the reason why all these plaques are here and trophies, and she helps us out with the golf tournament and everything else. So thank you, Tina. Sorry you're not here. And our other award we give out every year is called Recognizing, again, Doers of the Word, and it's the Support Award. And this year the award goes to, I know as soon as I start they're going to know who they are, but I've known this young man since he's been about 12 years old. He was good. He was my brother's best friend, and they would come over to my house or our house and everything, and my parents were like a second family to him, and they would sneak into my bedroom and listen to the Cheech and Chong album. So, and he brings that up all the time. But him and his wife, he runs the Bel Air Smiles Partner Group, a dental firm up in Bel Air, and they're also in Haverty Grade, so I'm giving them a good plug there, Jimmy. But they've always been there for us. He's golfed in our golf tournaments. Him and Jennifer always support and sponsor holes. They've always been there to support us in every way possible. So this year presented with pride to Jim and Jennifer Shaw. So come on up and get your award. And yeah, it was the wedding album?
It was the wedding album, yes. I don't know what to say. Thank you all very much. I'm totally surprised, shocked, and I'm so happy to be part of Bruce Riley and Charlie Riley Foundation. And we go way, way back. We have so many awesome stories, like my first pro football game we with them, my first time at OCC Maryland we with them. So I can just go on and on. Thank you all very much for that.
All right, Jimmy. Now I'm going to talk about, briefly, we're going to see another video. It's a promo video that was asked by a young lady who runs Harford TV, and her name's Kelly Jar. Is Kelly here? All right. Hi, Kelly. And Kelly came to us and asked if they could do a promo video for the foundation. And we were so grateful and so honored, and you're just a beautiful person, and Dennis, and thank you for everything, and they've always been great. So that's who you're going to see that did this video for us and everything. But I also wanted to talk about Geneva Farm, we have Jimmy and Amy Wallace here. They're back here. You can wave. We were only going to do one more golf tournament, and that was last year. And Jimmy came to me after I kind of decided last year was going to be the last golf tournament. And he says, you know, next year we want to sponsor the golf tournament. We want to do something for you guys. It's your 20th year, and we want to do this and that. So this year we are going to hold one more golf tournament, and it's going to be sponsored by Geneva Farm. They are giving us such an amazing break and everything. So let's give them a big hand for helping us out. They do a tremendous job. The course looks great, and of course we have crab cake and steak for dinner, so you can't beat that. So thank you guys. And one of the last things I want to talk about on the video you're going to see here is you're going to see a young lady. Her name is Jamie Morlock, and you're going to see her on the video. And about 3 weeks ago, I had a little bit of an emergency. I had to go to the emergency room here in Aberdeen. And it was a heart issue, but everything's fine. And they were like, it's kind of you need to be hydrated. So my wife says, you know what we used to say to your mom all the time, you need to stay hydrated. Now you got to stay hydrated. So I was out in the yard working around. So ran up, I had a little bit of AFib. So get up there, they ran all the tests, everything was fine. But who comes into the room to check me out and take the IV out and everything? It's Jamie Morlock. So I said, wow, do you remember me? And she says, absolutely. And she says, because of your foundation and all. And she was a grand prize winner, I believe, from Susquehanna Hose, there in Haverty Grace. We helped her get her nursing degree, and she's now out in the community, helping the community. And I was the recipient of that, and how awesome is that? So you'll see her on there. I asked her to come speak tonight, but her and her husband are on a cruise, and I guess we lost out on that one. So I don't know why. But thank you very much, Kelly, again, for this, and we're going to go ahead and show this promo video.
In 2006, in honor of citizen, philanthropist, firefighter, and father Charles Riley, his friends and family created the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation to nurture the dreams and opportunities of people right here in Harford County.
Charlie Riley was fiery when necessary. He was passionate about what he believed in. He was compassionate to all those around him, but above all else, he was genuine.
Dad started as a volunteer in the 50s and then came up through the ranks and held every fire line office at Abingdon Volunteer Fire Company here in Harford County.
He was always a presence in the room. You knew when Charlie was in the room, so he was just always there, and he always made his presence known. It was a very positive presence.
Charlie's example for us to follow is to be more like him. Be that person that's out there doing for the community. Be that person that responds to fire calls 24 hours a day. Just be a good servant to the community.
The foundation began in 2006 when my brother, a good friend, and myself started meeting at Denny's in Edgewood at 5:30 in the morning.
Chip and I and a couple of friends gathered together to determine how we could best carry on his legacy and what could we do to help honor him, but also honor people who believed in the same things he did. He was very passionate about education. He was very passionate about the fire service. So we decided to combine the two and create a foundation honoring that.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been awarded to Harford County residents who have demonstrated their commitment and connection to their fellow Harford Countyans through their civic, charitable, leadership, and community efforts.
The Charlie Riley Foundation awards 12 scholarships to high school seniors and 12 scholarships to fire EMS personnel. We have also recently started recognizing the graduates of the Harford County Public School Fire Cadet Program if they choose to continue their education.
I received my Charlie Riley Award in 2017. I used the award towards my nursing degree.
I received the Charlie Riley Award in November of 2010, and I believe I was chosen from my high school because of my overwhelming involvement in the community and my high school.
So I received the Riley Foundation Award in 2009. So I used the award to go to college. I moved on from Harford Community to Notre Dame of Maryland University, where I earned my bachelor's degree in teaching.
The award enabled me to be the first member of my family to go to a four-year institution and set an example for my three younger sisters.
Without the award, I would be farther behind in school because I do classes a little bit at a time to pay for them financially. So being able to take more classes and having more funds available helped me get a little bit farther ahead.
Without their financial support, I may not have been able to finish my college degree.
The fact that my community took the time to invest in me, that made me more willing to come back to Harford County and serve in the capacity that I do today.
I remember looking at pictures from the night of the banquet, and I remember just thinking that I looked like I was on cloud nine. I was so grateful that the foundation chose me as the scholarship winner for that year. It kind of lit a whole new fire inside of me to continue to serve and just find any new way I could to be a servant in the community.
What we do to raise money is we have several events. Our second Friday in May is our big golf tournament. And that's our big fundraiser. Another two fundraisers we have a purse bingo at Level Volunteer Fire Company. It also does very well.
The bingo is probably my favorite. My whole family comes. We make it a family fun night.
And then at Father's Day, we do a Father's Day 5K 1 mile family walk.
The Charlie Riley Scholarship Foundation is a 501c3 organization, and we are very proud to say that 100% of all funds raised by the foundation go directly to the scholarship recipients.
There's a lot of foundations out there that you don't really see where your money goes. And fortunately for this one, you're going to see that there's a member of your community, might even be your next door neighbor, that could be the next scholarship winner.
The foundation's motto is doers of the word.
The motto comes from the Bible, the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says.
Be a doer of the word. That's what we're about.
Recognizing and supporting the good works of our fellow citizens strengthens us as people and as a community. It's an investment in the best of who we are.
Serving the community has taught me so many things about who I am and who I could be and who I want to be.
As I look around the community, I can see our recipients doing the kind of work that Charlie would have been proud of.
We have a lot of great people in Harford County, and it's amazing that we get to showcase them.
So coming together for good and being there for each other and showing each other good, positive things, you can't go wrong with that.
So please keep an eye on the website and join us at those events and participate as you can. At this time, I'd like to introduce Brian Donnelly, one of our directors, for his comments.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. In recognition of Veterans Day, you know, when a young person makes the ultimate sacrifice for our country at war, it's the most extraordinary gift that a human being can offer, the gift of one's own life. The measure of such a sacrifice can never be taken. It cannot be matched by anything else a human being can do for another. The sacrifice of one's life is eternal. It lasts forever. To paraphrase Thomas Paine, those who expect to reap the blessings of freedom must undergo the fatigue of supporting it. Many of you here today have borne the burden and experienced the fatigue of waging war in order to bring about peace. If you are a vet, please share your story with others. Let everyone know what you've done so that they can see the many faces of the military service and appreciate the personal service of their neighbors. If you're a vet, or if you're not a vet, find someone in your life that is, and ask them of their service, and help to understand their stories, and say thank you. I'd like to extend our appreciation for your service and sacrifice today in recognition of our vets. If you are a vet, please stand. Thank you. Hello, and thank you again for celebrating tonight with us, the students and the community servants. You know, as it said in the video, the Charlie Riley Community Service Foundation was started over 20 years ago with an idea that Bruce and Chip and I, we decided that we would like to try to meet and develop a scholarship program. None of us had a clue what we were doing. We got a lot of advice and a lot of lessons learned and developed into the program that you are involved in tonight. And without the blessings of the Lord, there's no way anything would have ever happened. I mean, Chip will acknowledge, Bruce will acknowledge that we have messed up so much along the way that if it wasn't for that, we would have never been able to make it. And in so doing, we've adopted the motto, doers of the word. Bruce had shared it there within the video, but, it's a character trait of Charlie. So I'd like to explain it a little bit. The doer of the word is from the Bible, the book of James, chapter 2, verses 14 through 18. It goes, what good is it, my brothers, if a man claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save him? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes or daily food. If one of you says to him, go, I wish you well, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about his physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if not accompanied by action, is dead. But if someone will say, you have faith, I have deeds, show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by what I do. Book of James, doers of the word. We started the foundation with that motto, and it's been the basis ever since. The Charlie Riley Foundation has continued to grow over the past 20 years and is now a substantial contributor to higher education for the young folks and servants of our community. Our ability to recognize these young people with these scholarships that we give tonight would not be possible without the generous donation that we receive through our fundraising activities. As it said in the video, you understand that we have a golf tournament in May every year, and it's attended with by over a couple hundred golfers, and we raise about $18,000 through those tournaments. We also have the bingo here, the purse bingo or the different bingo that Samantha does. It's really interesting to be here if you ever get a chance. You got 150 men and women playing bingo, and it is on. If you've never been to a bingo, I'd never been, and I'm like, whoa, these people they're on it. So a lot of fun, but it's very aggressive. And like Bruce said, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, so 100% of our donations goes to tax, and it's tax deductible. And we also like to take a moment just to recognize our table sponsors tonight, because without the sponsorship of those tables, it'd be tough to put on this foundation, this event tonight. So we'd like to recognize those that have contributed. Thank you. Also, our annual contributors, like Bruce had mentioned earlier, we've got a lot of contributors that donate. It's hard to list them all, but you know who you are, and we thank you so much for that. We have honorary board members. We've nominated and brought members into the board. We have a board of directors, but then we bring in honorary members. And this year's honorary members are Jacob Bennett. I don't know that Jacob's here. Oh, Jacob is here. Thank you, Jacob.
There you go, buddy. Thank you. I just want to say Jacob's always been, him and his wife, you see his wife Abby, and you see his wife Abby and baby in the back, beautiful. But Jacob's been there for us. He's fairly new, but we could tell he loves the organization because he's a teacher. And he knows what it's about on the school side, so he knows what these kids do. So, and we thought we would bring him on board because he'd be an asset to us, and all we need you to do is promote us.
Thank you.
So we thank you for that, so thank you,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Thank you, Jacob. Another honorary board member is Paige Boyle.
She's not here.
Not here tonight, okay, sorry. Kelly Jara. Thank you, Kelly. Welcome.
And I mentioned Kelly a little earlier. She runs the HarfordTV, and she's amazing. And we just love her to death. And she's always there for me and for us as an organization, and she wants to help us any way she can. So we don't need you to do anything. We just love having you on board. Is that okay? All right. Thank you, Kelly. And you made one finally. All right.
Also like to recognize Joe Schmidt, and I'm not sure that Joe's here. Joe has become a loved member of our foundation. Met Joe when he was at Edgewood High School years ago. Really dear friend now, so thank you. All right, Richard? Yes, sir.
Now I'll introduce Shirley Kern, one of our directors, who will tell you all about the scoring that went into this tonight. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. This is what gets me out of trouble.
Okay.
All right, you explain the scoring.
All right. Good evening, and congratulations to all the high school and fire EMS nominees. My heart is always warmed by the selfless giving that I read about in the scholarship applications. This year, I was truly touched to read of your plans to continue your community service in the future. We are in very good hands with citizens like you. Thank you for all that you do. Our scholarship applications were due on Friday, September 26th. We met for the scoring meeting on October 8th. There were 12 scorers this year on the committee. We received the applications with the names redacted. We score the application on 5 areas: school fire EMS activities, community activities, and questions on future plans, how one person can impact a community, and on financial need. Each area carries a percentage of the total score. When we meet to share our scores, a computer program tallies the 5 scores from each committee member and arrives at a combined score for each applicant. The highest combined score determines our grand prize winners, who will be announced later in our program. Again, congratulations on your accomplishments and service. I look forward to hearing about you in the future, and I encourage you to let the Riley Foundation know what you are doing. Please email us and keep in touch. We like hearing about what our recipients are accomplishing in their lives. Thank you.
The reason you heard me say to Shirley, it's important for her to explain how the scoring is done to you, because I don't want you to misunderstand anything. In a few moments, all of the recipients are going to come up here one by one, and there's going to be dialogue between myself and them. And sometimes that dialogue gets a little dicey. So I don't want you to think that when they're up here, they're being evaluated or scored on that. We're having fun. And we're going to talk about a lot of the things that they put in their bio. And to get us to that point, I'll ask the board of directors to please come from the front of to the front of the room, as well as our county executive, our county council representatives, any other elected officials that may have come in late. I need Chief Scheck to come up as well, and our school board representative to come up. Well, actually, you can hold. The school board can hold till we get to the high school.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the 12 member companies of the Harford County Fire and EMS Association, I want to congratulate our high school students that are recipients of the awards, and in addition to the members of our volunteer fire and EMS companies that are also recipients tonight. As Richard eloquently stated, as Chip has stated, as Gene has stated, these folks are the future of what Harford County is best about. It's volunteers. So again, on behalf of all of us, thank you all very much. We are very proud of you, and we look forward to working with you in the future in any capacity that you serve the citizens of Harford County.
Thank you, sir. I should point out, you heard me introduce the president. He's also the president of the county association as Chief Sheck. I do those things because we have a long history. Many of us do. You'll recall, some of you who perhaps have more hair on your head than I do, in 1987 there was a Chase Amtrak disaster in Chase. Tom Sheck and myself, Tom Sheck was one of the first responders and the first paramedic on the scene for that day. That's the caliber of individual that supports our volunteer fire service here in Harford County. I'm going to ask Sandy Gallion to please come up. She is going to introduce the candidates and read their bio, and then we're going to have that discussion. When she calls your name, I'd ask you to please come up, meet these special folks, and then step over here to the podium so that we can continue on. Sandy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Richard?
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Grace Cassidy from Whiteford Volunteer Fire Company. Grace is currently enrolled at Harford Community College, where she is pursuing a degree in psychology. She hopes to transfer to Towson University to continue her studies in either sports or criminal psychology. Since becoming a new member recently, she has been actively taking training, attending meetings, and helping with the weekly maintenance at the fire station.
Grace, come on over here and join me. Stand right there if you will. I'm going to center you to the microphone. Please come up over. There we go. All right. The camera tells everything, okay? So you're at Whiteford, so we're neighbors, right? Have we seen each other yet on a call or done anything? Not that you're aware of? You've got a couple things that I want to talk about. One, you're taking training. What training are you doing now? Or what have you done?
I haven't started any MIFRE classes yet, but I'm going into EMT.
Okay, so up to this point, you've done the company level training. So that's your orientation. I have to hit psychology. What's your special interest there?
I'm currently in abnormal psychology.
You'll do well with us, all right? That's good. Absolutely. Okay, that's good. But I notice you have criminal psychology. That's probably more exciting. But I'm going to guide you towards our health and our mental health. And I'm being very serious, right? In mental health, because mental health right now in emergency services is a huge issue, right? So we wish you the best in that. Where you're going to go to Towson University for that?
Once I finish at Harford Community, I'm planning on transferring.
You're going to transfer there. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Please have a seat over here.
Samuel DeVoe from the Havre de Grace Ambulance Corps. Samuel is an emergency medical technician and recently completed his emergency vehicle operator course. He volunteers his time with the food pantry located at St. John's Episcopal Church. He's currently attending University of Maryland, Baltimore County to pursue his degree in emergency management with a concentration in paramedicine. Samuel is also pursuing a pre-nursing degree from that same university.
Sam, how are you?
All right, how are you, sir?
Good, right there, buddy, where you can talk loud into that microphone.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I don't have to do this often. All right, let's see, we got a lot of things going on. You've done your EMT already. Have they turned you loose driving the 5.9 stuff yet?
Not quite. I volunteered up in New York for 2 years, so when I came down here, the Corps was incredibly helpful with the reciprocity process and everything, so.
Good job.
I've only been down here for about a year, though.
Good. You got a lot of things going in emergency services, looks like, emergency management.
Yes, sir.
Right? I'm sure you followed Hurricane Melissa.
I did not, no, unfortunately.
You're killing me here.
Yeah, sorry
Right?
about that.
Okay, all right. We'll skip on to another element. You're doing a concentration in paramedicine, so you're at UMBC and you're taking paramedic there?
Yes, sir.
Good job. How far are you in that?
I am currently in the intro class. I just transferred in this year, and then come fall next year, I start my advanced level paramedic classes.
Outstanding. We wish you all the best of luck in that, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Jacob Frank from Norrisville Volunteer Fire Company. Jacob has recently completed the emergency medical technician class with the Maryland Fire and Rescue Institute, along with his SCBA and rescue training at the fire company. He volunteers his time with the company's annual bingo event and has also been a volunteer with the St. Baldrick's since 2014. Jacob plans to pursue a degree in business with minors in statistics and Spanish from McDaniel College.
Hi, Jake.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Fantastic.
Good. I didn't tell anybody else that I was from Norrisville. Okay? Anybody you want to recognize tonight that might have started you off on this path?
I'd like to recognize my mother for Sophia for getting me started with all the first responder stuff.
How about that guy standing up taking pictures?
Oh yeah, him too.
Oh, him too.
Him too.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, grandfather, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So a little bit of paramedicine in the family there. All right, so we're gonna wish you all the best of that. Spanish at McDaniel, what's that all about?
So I've taken 4 courses of Spanish in high school, and I like it a lot.
Right.
And I want to progress my knowledge in Spanish and hopefully become somewhat fluent.
Bilingual skills as a paramedic. It's awesome. All right, good for you.
Carly Gill from Abington Fire Company. Carly is a 2024 Riley Scholarship recipient from Abington. She serves as the food truck coordinator, prepares food for the monthly meetings, interviews incoming members, and assists with the open houses and bingo fundraisers for the company. Carly is currently enrolled in the nursing program at Salisbury University, where she's pursuing a career in pediatric nursing. And I don't believe she's here. Do you want to represent? Okay. Natalie Gottsman from Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Company. Natalie has completed her Firefighter 1, Hazmat Awareness, Bloodborne Pathogens, HIPAA, CPR, and First Aid courses. In addition to her time with Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Company, Natalie has volunteered her time with Mount Zion Church, Baltimore Book Bank, and completed a mission trip to Costa Rica. She is a freshman at Syracuse University, pursuing her degree in exercise science with a minor in journalism. She aspires to become a sports medicine physician and work with the NFL.
Hi, Natalie, how are you? Step right up here. Closer. There we go. Man, that last part really got me.
I should tell you I'm not actually Natalie. I'm her sister. She's at school.
How am I doing so far?
You're good, pal.
She's what? Tell us all about her.
Natalie, she's at Syracuse right now, as you heard. She's loving it.
It's cold up there.
It is. They just had their first snow.
They did?
Mhm.
Okay.
But now the rain washed it away, so it's gone.
So it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that here.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for representing your sister.
Of
You did
course.
well.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That one's good. This one gets better. Caitlin Itzo from Lowell Volunteer Fire Company. Her mother, Rachel, is standing in for Caitlin as she is an EMT right now. Caitlin is enrolled in the Emergency Medical Technician course, where she is currently. She currently serves as the 2025-2026 Miss Harford Cecil Fire Prevention, and she was just recently crowned Fire Prevention for Harford County on 2 Sundays ago, and has previously titled as Junior Miss Fire Prevention for Harford County MSFA Junior Miss Fire Prevention, Northeast Region, and Little Miss Fire Prevention for Harford County. Caitlin uses these platforms to educate others about the importance of fire safety and prevention. She plans to pursue her education in nursing or sports management.
Come here. If you think for 1 minute you are going to escape this because you're representing your daughter, forget that. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay. So this is Rachel Cockerham, right? Who is a member here at Level. She is also a past recipient of this scholarship.
I am.
And have done exceptionally well in your EMS studies. Where are you now?
I'm actually at shock trauma.
I can tell. I read the jerseys. That helps me.
Sorry, I was at work.
Listen, I use all the clues I can get. All right? What are you doing at shock trauma?
I'm teaching Stop the Bleed.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of people here in this room that have taken my class.
And that's a wonderful thing.
I love it.
Right? But
Yep.
this
is not Caitlin though.
it doesn't matter. It's the opportunity I take.
Okay.
This is what got you kicked off to do that. And you've set the example for your daughter.
I did.
Right? And she's doing very well. Thank
Yep.
you so much. Is
And
there anything
she's-
you want to say about her?
Yeah, she's actually got accepted to Frostburg and she's going to take sports management. So
Good
pretty
deal.
proud of her. And she's going to be
Faith Murray Eng from Bel Air Volunteer Fire Company. Faith is currently enrolled in a master's program with University of Maryland, College Park, with a concentration in public health, practice, and policy. She plans to use the knowledge gained from this degree to work in community health programs and strengthen the Bel Air Volunteer Fire Company's health and well-being for their members.
Good evening, Faith. How are you?
Good, how are
Come
you?
this way. Come this way. There we go. You are going to pursue an education in public health.
Yes.
And you are going to roll that into the fire service.
Yes, I hope so.
How do you envision, what do you envision there?
I think there's a lot of specific health issues within the fire service and learning about community health. I look forward to putting my knowledge into that and making it better.
So you are absolutely correct. As a fire service, we have numerous medical problems, right? We have numerous members who don't have health care, right, or struggle, right, for health care. Do you see your work as part of that remediation?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. Make you happy, Chief? All right. Past Chief of Bel Air says it's good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Isabella Price from Falston Volunteer Fire Company. Isabella has obtained her Firefighter 1, Hazmat Operations, Emergency Vehicle Operations, Public Fire and Life Safety and Emergency Medical Technician certifications. In addition to assisting with children's birthday parties held at Falston VFC, she also volunteers her time with Toys for Tots and the Sheriff's Office gift wrapping event. She is currently enrolled at Liberty University, where she is majoring in emergency management. She plans to pursue a career with the Maryland State Fire Marshal's Office, and she is also one of our fire prevention ambassadors, which she failed to mention.
Hi there.
Hi.
Come on, come on. I know you're cringing, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay. You keep smiling, all right? Listen, how are you going to take from going into a curriculum of emergency management to the State Fire Marshal's Office? What are you doing? What are you seeing?
So I currently have an internship at the State Fire Marshal's Office with their community risk reduction team.
Okay,
And the hope is to become a fire marshal after going through the police academy.
there we go.
Emergency management's just kind of like an overall thing that kind of can go anywhere.
Yeah, let me try this again. Anything recently that would clue you into emergency management or some studies there?
No? I know what you're going to ask me.
I wasn't going to ask you. I was trying to come around the corner with it. Did you follow the hurricane?
No.
I'm not going for 3 strikes. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there. All right, no problem. We're gonna watch you do this, and I will be very interested in your Maryland State Fire Marshal's career. Okay? We'll talk more.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Eric Reith from Aberdeen Fire Department. Eric has been a member of the Aberdeen Fire Department since 1992 and has held numerous leadership positions such as chief, assistant chief, battalion chief. He has served on several committees, including the Building Committee, Ambulance Committee, Engine Committees, and chaired the Bylaw Committee. Eric represented the Aberdeen Fire Company on the Aberdeen Planning Commission from 2008 to 2009, where he was an advocate for the change that would enhance fire safety in new development across the city. He plans to attend Liberty University to obtain a master's in science and public safety with a concentration in fire administration.
Come on up here, buddy. Come on.
Be nice, Richard. Be nice.
Be nice. Am I ever not nice? Come on, jump in here. Jump in here. Tell me what you have done so much already, all right? You're pursuing a master's degree. You're pursuing that in public safety. What do you envision that doing? What do you envision that tool doing for you in the future?
The answer has something to do with the hurricane. So I followed Melissa.
Yeah.
Across Jamaica, into Cuba.
Come here and make sure this goes out.
Yes, I want to make you feel better.
I appreciate that.
So,
Thank you.
Working on career 2.
Right.
In a fire service. I currently have 13 years as a chief officer in Prince George's County, plus my time in Harford County. Just looking for a career 2.
And you're still in Prince George's County?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've got a ways to go yet. So that's the promotional path that you're establishing. Good job. All right, we look forward to it. Thank you.
Austin Sakimoto from Joppa Magnolia Volunteer Fire Company. Austin has been a member of the Joppa Magnolia Volunteer Fire Company since 2019. He has obtained his Firefighter 2 and Technical Rescue Common Passenger Vehicle courses with the Maryland Fire and Rescue Institute. Austin was recognized with a Harford County Life Saving Award in March of 2024. He plans to pursue an education in paramedicine. All right, Callie Yeager from Susquehanna Hose Company. Callie has completed her Firefighter 1 and 2, Hazmat, Vehicle and Machinery Extrication, Fire Arson, and Fire Officer 1 Pilot course through the Maryland Fire and Rescue Institute. She serves as chair of the Fire Prevention, Recruitment, and Retention and Awards Committees of Susquehanna Hose Company and has won numerous awards within the company. Callie volunteers her time with Boy Scouts, Hartford Day, Meadowvale Elementary PTA, and Howard Grace Recreational Soccer. She plans to further her education in professional beauty courses.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Come closer to the microphone about there. There we go.
Okay.
I think you're going to school because that's your profession that you're into is the
Yes,
beauty
I have
courses.
I've already obtained my nail technician license, and we are required to continue professional development. So I'm hoping that with this scholarship, I can continue to pay for that and keep my technician license.
So the part of that career that lends so well to the fire service is you've accumulated a nice resume of courses, and you have a lot of time that you serve the community outside of the fire service.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
How do you see, is it time that you're going to wrap in to this in your course? You're going to become better in your career, and that's going to allow you time?
So being able to continue the education will make me better at my job, which will give me more time. I'd like to eventually leave my current position and go to that position full-time.
Aha, there we go.
So that's the goal.
I just had to dig a little bit on that.
And also like to put out there that firefighters should absolutely get manicures and pedicures. Take care of your feet and your hands.
Oh, man. Good shout out.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Whew. I want to thank you all for the support as I went through that. All right, let's see. We can dismiss Chief Scheck, and I'm going to ask our school representative, who is group picture with who? Them and Tom? No? Okay. Okay. And Lauren, would you please come forward at this point? That's the second time I've staged you. There you go. And you may recall from the introductions that Lauren Page is the Vice President for the Board of Education. And I'd ask her now if she had a few comments to make before we begin. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. Tonight, as we come together to recognize the doers of the word, we celebrate something deeper than just volunteering. We celebrate hearts in action. Community service is more than hours on a form for a graduation requirement. It's about character, compassion, and commitment. For our high school students especially, these experiences help shape who they become. When young people step up to serve, tutoring a classmate, helping at a food drive, or cleaning up a neighborhood, they discover that leadership begins with humility and care for others. Our student awardees have to balance school, activities, and everything else that life brings, yet still make service a priority. That says a lot about your character, and even more about your future. The habits you've built, showing up, helping others, leading quietly, will carry you far. The Charlie Riley Foundation deserves special recognitions as well. Their investment in young people and volunteer first responders ensures that the spirit of service continues to grow in Harford County for years to come. And to the families, mentors, and educators who shape tonight's recipients, you are the foundation that makes service possible. Your influence makes a difference. So tonight we honor those who don't just talk about making a difference, they do it. They live out words of faith, integrity, and service. They are the true doers of the word. And through their example, they inspire us all to serve with purpose and love. Congratulations. Thank you.
Samantha, if you would lead us through the introductions of our high school recipients. Thank you.
All right, so first up, we have Hayana Amir from Patterson Mill High School. Hayana currently serves as a senior class officer for Patterson Mill High School, as well as a member of the Student Government Association, Medical Club, Best Buddies, and Voices of Equity. She is also a member of the National and Spanish Honor Societies. Hayana serves as the president of the Young Muslims Organization of Bel Air, where she coordinates and distributes food and hygiene kits to underserved communities and families in need. In addition to these efforts, Hayana also volunteers with the INCA Health Clinic, LASSOs, nursing homes, and homeless shelters. She plans to pursue a career as a neonatologist, that's a new word for me, and by obtaining a degree in biology before attending medical school. She is the daughter of Hayana Amir.
Well, good evening. How are you? Step right up here, please. I'm good, good. Thank you. You have quite a bio, and I want to hit. I'm going to skip the language skills because sometimes I get in trouble when I do that. All right, but I'm going to ask you about the LASOS. What is that?
LASSOs. It's for children who are bilingual and new to the U.S. Basically, I tutored kids in elementary schools.
Okay. So it is language-based?
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And you're also going to pursue a rather significant professional skill, a neonatologist.
Hopefully, yeah.
Really, what is guiding you in that path?
I think volunteering at a summer camp with a lot of kids, and so I like being around little kids, and I think it's interesting to learn about that as well.
Very nice. Where do you want to go to school for that?
I'm hoping to stay in Maryland, UMD, UMBC.
I'm sure they can find you a path there. All right, that's a good thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Nara and I don't even know, Nusante Ithera from Aberdeen High School. Nara is enrolled in the Science and Math Academy at Aberdeen High School and a fourth-year member of the All-County Orchestra playing violin. She is a member of the Green Team and current president of the Women in STEM, which provides a dedicated space for women in the STEM field to network, collaborate, and engage in enjoyable activities. Nara's volunteer service began when she was in second grade and has grown to include several environmental organizations, including the Harford Bird Club, Youth Maryland, Ornithological Society, Marshy Point Nature Center, and the Anita Light Estuary Center. She plans to pursue a degree in electrical engineering, working towards making renewable energy more accessible. Nara is the daughter of Jaron Palinwench.
Hello, Nara. Come. Come this way, all the way, right to there, okay? So they can hear us both. Hi, Nara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Finally, I get a musician. Are you a good musician?
I would think so, yes.
You would think so.
I actually play piano and violin.
Keep talking. I love this. This is good.
Yeah, I've been playing piano and violin for, I think, 8 years for both, and I'm actually currently a beginning piano teacher. So.
Really? So you could, do you watch the reels where the people play and all of a sudden people walk up and start singing with them and things like that?
I have seen those, yes.
That's pretty neat to me. I know a lot about violins. So what's the difference between a violin and a fiddle?
So it's in the way you play them. So a violin is more classically played, and then a fiddle is I don't play fiddles, so I'm not sure.
And I don't know anything about violins. So good for you. So you do a lot of things. You're going into medicine, right?
No, electrical engineering.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong, there we go. In electrical engineering, yes. So what do you see in your future with electrical engineering?
Yes, so as you see here, I volunteer with a lot of environmental organizations, and I have been doing that since I was really young. And that inspired a passion in me to try and stop global warming. And I think the best way to do that is to go at its source and stop the use of fossil fuels by promoting the use of renewable energy, which is why I am going to pursue electrical engineering.
You have a message to deliver.
Yes.
We wish you the best.
Thank
all right?
you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Next up, Azaria Ballou from Havre de Grace High School. Azaria is a long-standing member of the CAT Citizens Against Trash and volunteer clubs at Havre de Grace High School, where she has earned certificates of meritorious service. She is also a member of the Student Government Association, National and Spanish Honor Societies, as well as a member of the National Society of High School Scholars. Azaria has been a part of the dual enrollment program with Harford Community College since 10th grade. Her volunteer work includes working with Color a Smile, University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Volunteer Program, 4-H, and a local food pantry. Azaria plans to attend a 4-year college and eventually enroll in medical school to be an oncologist. Azaria is the daughter of Kimberly and Dontrace Ballou.
Come with me, man, right to there. All right, speak loud so people can hear you.
Okay.
All right, hi Azaria, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Good, good. I definitely want to get to your oncologist dream in medical school, so we're going to do that. But I want to get to the bilingual thing. How proficient are you in Spanish?
This is my 4th year.
Okay,
I want to say I'm decent.
you're decent? All
I
right, well,
hope
that's
so.
good. That's good, because you're in the Honor Society, so I know you're doing well in it. What's taking you down the path for medicine and specifically oncology?
I take a lot of biology classes at HCC, and the genetics class I'm taking now, it seems like oncology is something I want to do.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people need you.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do, right? And what else did I see there? The working with Color a Smile. What is that?
So basically, I color in coloring pages, and I give them to kids in hospitals that don't get the opportunity to do things that they actually like doing. It's just to make them smile.
Brightening their day a little bit.
Yeah.
Good for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Grace Bozek, C. Milton Wright High School. Grace currently serves as a senior class president and committee chair for the Stars Club. She is a member of the National, Math, and Tri-M Music Honor Societies, as well as a 4-year member of the volleyball team. Grace earned her Girl Scout Gold Award by hosting a volleyball tournament, raising $2,500 for patient care baskets for cancer patients of the Kaufman Cancer Center. In addition to Girl Scouts, Grace volunteers her time with Toys for Tots, nursing homes, and Fresh Start Furnishings, an organization that helps supply furniture and other household necessities to those transitioning out of homelessness. She plans to attend University of Maryland to pursue a degree in criminal justice with the goal of working for the FBI. She is the daughter of Catherine and Martin Bosek.
Well, hi there. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Whoop, the page turned. You're at C. Milton Wright, right?
Yep,
There
I
we
saw
go.
that.
Good deal. So I'm going to draw a straight line in this bio, because this bio tours the country in a map. You know what I'm saying? So you've been in Girl Scouts for a while.
Very long time.
A
yes.
very long, not that long, right? In your life, a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been in Girl Scouts for a long time. You've done wonderful things. You've raised money for cancer patients.
Yes.
I want to introduce you to the oncologist, all right? Somewhere in the future, there's a partnership there. You're an achieved volleyball player.
Yes.
Accomplished volleyball player, correct?
Yes. Correct.
What position do you like best in volleyball?
Outside hitter.
I'm going to leave this alone. I can do nothing but get in trouble. So we're talking jumping up and smacking that thing down. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. And you're going to use those skills in the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Really? All right. So you're gonna make friends with some police agencies. That's going to give you your basic knowledge and some street smarts. And then you're going to get into the alphabet soup. Is that what I'm seeing?
Possibly. That's the goal.
That's the path.
That's
Trust
the
me on
path.
that. That's the path. All right, good for you. We wish you all the best. And work on that partnership with the oncologist.
Will do.
You guys
Seat
will do great
buddies.
things together.
Awesome. Thank
Layla Davidoff, Bel Air High School. Layla participates as a cast member in various productions of the Bel Air Drama Company. She is the founder of the Mind Matters Club at Bel Air High School, which advocates for mental health and well-being, as well as a member of Best Buddies and a peer assistant and wellness support, where she supports kindness activities which help students to feel included. Layla volunteers her time with the Harford County Public Library as a summer reading volunteer and a member of their teen advisory group, which, while also participating in performances and community theater with the Scottsfield Theater Company and Center Point Performing Arts Service. She plans to pursue a career as a psychotherapist and a Broadway actress. Layla is the daughter of Holly and Michael Davidoff.
Yes?
Hi.
What would you like to say? I see you warming up.
I don't really have anything to say. I'm just very, very proud of our daughter.
All right.
She is not here tonight because she is actually at her final dress rehearsal for Alice in Wonderland at Bel Air High School, so go get your tickets so you can see her. And that's it.
That was a nice plug. That's
Yeah,
okay.
you like that plug?
Well, it's appropriate since we're talking about your daughter. So what do you think is driving her towards this psychotherapist? What does she see in the future? What does she like?
She really likes working with people that have mental health struggles. One of her driving factors is her younger brother is autistic. So that's been something that she's really wanted to pursue.
Good. Wonderful. We wish her all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Juliana D'Alto, North Harford High School. Juliana participates on the Hawks cross-country team and is captain of the varsity track and field, indoor and outdoor track teams. She is a member of the National Science, Social Studies, German, and Math Honor Societies, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Young Life, Health Occupations Students of America, and serves as the president of the academic team. Juliana volunteers her time with several organizations, including the Harford County Farm Fair, Falston United Methodist Church, caroling at local nursing homes, and a volunteer with the University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Medical Center. She plans to pursue a career as a pediatric ophthalmologist with an interest in studying pediatric blindness. Juliana is the daughter of Sergio and Angela D'Alto.
Cool. Well, hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm making sure that I can see you and you can look into my eyes, right? Because while I support you in everything you're going to do, I'm telling you, getting old just kills you in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to wish you all the best for that in a few minutes. You're doing the varsity track and field. What's your favorite event?
The 800 meter.
The 800 meters.
Yes.
All right. What's your next event?
Long jump.
I didn't expect that. All right, cool deal. So 800 meters you're doing for time, right? With the
Yes.
distance. Long jump you're doing for distance. What's your best long jump?
13 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's twice me. Okay, good for you. You're also in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Yes.
What's the focus of that organization?
It's really just centered around God and meeting together for fellowship every week.
Okay, so the athletes step out of that role
Yes.
and do it in God's presence. Very nice. All right, we wish you all the best. All right, take care of those little kiddies, will you? Thank you.
Emma Graham, Harford Technical High School. Emma participates as a member of the Cobra Girls Volleyball Team, Harford Tech's Theater Company Tech Crew, Student Government Association, and the Marching Band. Emma is a 4-year member of the Harford Youth Orchestra and participated in the All-County Band and Orchestra. She volunteers her time as a group counselor at both the Mountain Christian Youth Sports Camp and Harford Glen Music Camp, while donating her time to Empower for Life's Christmas gift wrapping event, where she has helped to wrap donated gifts to children in homeless shelters. Emma plans to attend a 4-year university for a degree in food science. She is the daughter of Bridget and Ben Graham.
Emma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You play music, obviously.
Yes.
What do you play?
French horn and mellophone.
That's awesome, right? So you do well in marching band, right, obviously, right?
Yes.
In the brass, but you're not carrying that on. You're going to do a degree in food science.
Yes.
Are you still going to play music?
Absolutely.
Absolutely? And where do you see that happening? What do you,
Well, I recently got accepted to University of Delaware, so it's looking like a pretty good option.
never mind. I get it from there. Good, they have a great music program. All right, but food science, what are you going to do with that degree?
I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. I like cooking, I like recipe design and creation, so I think doing something along those lines would be really neat.
So I just saw that I can go back to drinking coffee again. 1 cup a day. Did you see that at all?
No.
Okay, that's my 3rd strike, all right? It's my 3rd strike. The scientists say that old guys can, like Mr. Gene, can drink 1 cup of coffee without any problems with their hearts.
Well, that is great for
There
you.
So you know what She's good. She's really good. She's good. So we wish you the best with that. I think that's something to follow, right? Because there's a lot there, right? Especially in places where there's food needs
Yes.
or difficulty growing food. So we wish you all the best with that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Amani Gomez, Joppatown High School. Go Mariners. Amani is a member of the Mariners softball team, soccer team, and serves as the manager for the girls varsity basketball team. She is a member of the National and Science Societies and serves as the vice president of the Math National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta chapter, which she co-founded at Joppatown High School. Amani volunteers with several organizations, including the Youth Enrichment Society, NSTEP, Lydia Girls, Chosen, and spends numerous Saturdays volunteering with her church's food drive. She also volunteers within her school as a library aide and math tutor. Amani plans to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering with a minor in physics from a 4-year university. She is the daughter of Chantel Gomez.
Come this way a little bit, right to about here. Okay. Amani, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, you got lots of things that are going to make me happy. All right. So let's go through. You play softball.
Yes.
Right? What position do you like to play in softball?
My favorite position is first, but my coach keeps me at center, outfield. So
You're a fast runner.
decent.
That's why.
I can catch. That's why.
There you go. You can get your hand on the ball. So that's a good thing. And then you manage the basketball team.
Yes.
All right. Cool deal. So that's good work. There is the volunteer things that you do here with library and math tutor. So when you're a library aide, you're helping other students in your library?
It's more like I'm the other librarian, but so mostly I help with if there's any computer issues, I check books in. I would draw books. It's honestly like as if I was working at a library, but I'm not. But it's actually really cool.
So if I come in for my Clive Cussler novels, you can take me right to that spot.
Yeah, actually.
Good job. Good. Whew. That's redemption right there. All right. And you're a math tutor.
Yes.
What's your specialty in math?
I would say trig.
Trig?
Yeah.
Woo, good job. All right. And you're going into aerospace engineering. Do you fly?
No, not yet.
You're going to?
Hopefully.
You come see me.
Okay.
All right? Right across the street at the airport.
Okay.
All right? We wish you all the best.
Thank
all right?
you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Annalise May from Harford Christian School. Annalise is a member of the Harford Christian Band for the past 4 years and has sat as first chair since 7th grade. As a dancer for 14 years and musician for 9, she participates in various fine arts, including the Max Poetry Writing Contest and many school performances and ballets. Annalise volunteers her time as the manager of the varsity boys soccer manager and statistician, a camp counselor for the Harford Christian School's soccer, fine arts, and dance camps. She also serves in the church nursery and assists with food drive. Annalise plans to attend college to major in elementary education with a minor in dance. She is the daughter of Josh and Anna Marie May.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How
Step
are
down.
you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you very much. So let's see, you got a little bit going here in math, right? Because you do statistician work in sports.
Math?
Well, yeah, you got to know the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
My kind of person, right? You're a camp counselor. You play soccer. Didn't I see music here somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, music for what instrument do you play?
The trumpet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank
Good
you.
for you. And you've done that for 9 years? Marching band?
No.
What do you play? Concert?
Yeah.
Cool. A little quartet work?
No.
Yeah, four brass, in a circle and play some music? Trombone and, no, okay. I'll let that go. And you're going to turn that into your career with education, right? You want to do elementary education. What grade do you want?
Second or third?
Second or third, cool. And you're going to combine some dance into that? You're going to offer that to the kiddies?
Maybe.
What kind of dance? What kind of?
Mostly ballet and point.
Not ballet and point?
Yeah.
What's point?
Like on your tiptoes.
Got it. Okay. All right. Cool deal. We wish you all the best. Thank you. All right.
Anna Newman, Boston High School. Anna is a member of the Mock Trial, Future Business Leaders of America, Student Government Association, SAD, and speech and debate teams at her high school. She is also a member of the National Science and Math Honor Societies. Anna has participated in assisting several community events such as Mammoth March, Cards for Kindness, APG FCU, Reality Fair, Boston Fall Fest, and a volunteer with the Havre Grace Police Department's Safety Camp, where she's helped direct the camp of 20 children, earning 120 service hours over the course of the last 3 years. She plans to pursue a degree in journalism at a 4-year college to become a reporter. Anna is the daughter of Kristen and David Newman.
Come this way a little bit right to here. All right. Boy, I thought we were going down a path of criminal justice.
No.
But you're not.
No, my dad did though.
Your dad did?
Yeah.
Well, he set you off on a good path to do things,
Yes.
obviously, because that's a tremendous bio. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. So debate team.
Yes. Well, I did the speech part, and so I was doing a speech in original oratory. I did mine on Taylor Swift.
That's a good topic.
Thank
It's
you.
not like you're short for any information.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you intertwine Taylor Swift with a football topic?
No, I did a topic on like her major impact in like the music industry and all the stuff she's done.
All the stuff she's done.
Yes.
Right? Everything she's done.
Yeah.
All right. You've accumulated a lot of service hours, and you're going into it with to a degree of journalism.
Yeah, that's the goal.
What kind of journalistic habits do you have now, or do you want to desire?
Well, I love like all things writing and grammar, so I hope to like pursue something in reporting, writing, and get to do that in my future.
So let's help that out a little bit. You want to be that beat reporter at a metropolitan police department?
Yeah.
That's the right answer, right? Good for you. Thank you. We wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Olivia Straub, the John Carroll School. Olivia is a member of the National, Spanish, and Service Honor Societies. She is the founder and leader of the Green Ambassadors, which is a recycling program at the John Carroll School. In addition to this, Olivia has volunteered with her time and talents to Peer Ministry, Vacation Bible School, St. Margaret's Fall Festival, Lassos, Patriots for Kids, food drives, and many other events and organizations. In her high school career, Olivia has accumulated over 750 hours of community service, 300 of which she served at the Johns Hopkins Bayview Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center, assisting patients and nurses. After high school, Olivia plans to pursue a degree in nursing so that she can continue to help others. Olivia is the daughter of Christina Staub.
Right there, that's it. Perfect. 750 hours of community service. What's the requirement to graduate?
80.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Job well done. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What has been your best encounter, your favorite encounter in those 750 hours?
Definitely working at Johns Hopkins with the patients, being able to interact with them and just get to know them on a personal level.
That's very nice. That's supporting others. But you're going to carry that a bit further with a degree in nursing.
Yes,
Are you going to do nursing, oncology nursing, do you think?
maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet.
But there's so many options in nursing.
Yes.
What would be your ultimate nursing position?
I like oncology, I like labor and delivery, and I like the OR too.
Okay, right? That gives me a wide spread of options there.
Yeah.
Good for you. You'll figure it out, right? Because there's enough time, you can try them all. All right? We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
So as a board member, I'm going to take some liberty here and change the way this next presentation is being made. As a member, we get to meet a lot of young folks and people that are representing the community after they've been nominated. In this case, as a coach at Edgewood High School football, I'm going to ask Coach Brinkman to come on up, and we'd like to introduce this next participant as a group of coaches. Kareem Wallace is an exceptional young man. I've been able to coach with him over the last couple of years. Hang tight there. We're gonna talk a couple of minutes. Get on your leash. As a defensive end, Kareem came to me. I coached the D line. Kareem came to us this year as a defensive end, and very excited to be on the line. But we had to control him a little bit, in his position. He has to stay home, we call it. And Kareem wanted to run out the door like we talked about it and get out of position. So I told him we got to put a leash on him. He's kind of like a dog at the door. He wants to run, so we got to put a short leash on him. And then we had another assignment where he had to get after the quarterback, and I had to tell him, I said, "Yep, Kareem, there's 2 pieces of cake over there, and there's 3 players trying to get it. You get you a piece of cake." So therefore, there's a cake at his table, so he's getting cake tonight. All right. So Coach Brinkman, if you can read his bio, and we're gonna. You go over there and get
my old man glasses.
Yeah, we can share them if you need.
Brian, get your picture with him.
Oh yeah, come here. We're getting out of rhythm.
Okay. Kareem is enrolled in International Baccalaureate IB program, is accomplished member of the varsity football team at Edgewood and lacrosse teams. He is a 4-year member of the Student Government Association and the Marching Concert Band, while also participating in the Harford County Association of Student Councils and National Honor Society. Kareem is a member of the Harford County NAACP, where he assists with local events and initiatives. He volunteers his time to organizations such as Harford Glen, Harford County Public Library, and Layla's Gifts. He and his family plan holiday dinners for less privileged families within their community to assist those in need. He plans to attend a 4-year college to pursue a degree in nursing with a minor in political science. He is the son of Nora Wallace. Kareem Wallace. So, nursing.
Yeah. Oh, so you giving me a speech now?
Oh.
What happened? He took your job?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
You know how it goes.
I know. You just like taking people.
Yeah. Nursing.
Yeah.
You want to be a doctor?
Yeah, nurse practitioner.
You sure you want to be orthopedic, fix shoulders and stuff?
I don't know about that. I know you might need. I know I might give you a little bit of experience with that, but.
Last year, Kareem collided with me, and I had to have my shoulder rebuilt. And,
well, you gonna turn by the dirt? You gonna turn by the dirt?
And reattach my bicep, all in the same thing. He felt bad, and it was awesome. He still feels bad. Okay. Football.
Yeah.
Or lacrosse. What's your favorite?
Man, well, since he's right here, I think I gotta say football, right?
That's fair.
Maybe we'll have a different conversation outside when he's not here, but football.
You can leave.
No, football.
Right.
We'll stay with that.
Band, talk about it. I know what you do, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
So, this right here is my band director. I truly appreciate what these 2 men have done for me. They've allowed me to because I am a drum major in the Edgewood marching band, so they've allowed me to be a drum major as well as play football. So between halftime, I get out of the game, and then I come and conduct for our band. So I'm appreciative of what they've given me.
IB program. Ninth grade, Coach Brink, I don't think I can play 4 years. I don't know if I can do this. I said, Cream, you need to take time, you take time. And here we are 4 years later. And you got through it. Talk about it a little bit.
Well, the IB program is a rigorous program at Edgewood High School, which promotes international thinking, so it allows you to think outside the box instead of just standard thinking in, your sciences, your math, history. You think outside the box and think more about why do we know the things that we know, how is that information derived, allows us to think about how subjects are different in different contexts, how they differ in different, cultures and countries and stuff like that. It's a very interesting program. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I'd say that it teaches you challenge and it teaches you to persevere, especially when you're doing other things on top of IB.
Okay, Mr. Jean, the coach's time does not count for me, right? That comes off my clock.
Picture time.
Right. So if all of you would please stand up and gather, they're going to form you for a picture. I said that about time because Mr. Jean puts me on a clock for 30 seconds for each interview. All right, so that does not count on my time. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kareem, oh no, don't look. Keep going that way. At this time, we'll introduce Director Johnny Hughes, who'll come up to congratulate the nominees and make some other comments. Johnny?
Thank you, Richard.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. To God be the glory for this beautiful day. To God be the glory for Charlie Raleigh. Thank you all for being here tonight, for supporting Charlie Raleigh Scholarship Foundation. I worked with Charlie probably 50 years before we got this foundation together. And back in the 60s and 70s, the Bel-Air Barrack would call out for a trooper that hit the accident at Route 40, Abington Road, Route 40, Belcamp Road, Route 40, Edgewood Road, and I could never beat Charlie Raleigh there. He was always there with the ammo before I got there. So always on the job, always on the job. But Charlie and Sis, I can feel their spiritual presence looking down from heaven now. I can feel it here tonight. And their legacy lives on in their sons, Bruce and Chip, and the Raleigh family. This process was highly competitive, as Shirley stated. The high school seniors and EMS personnel here tonight should be very proud of their accomplishments. Congratulations. And thank you for your families, because they're the ones that give you the moxie, the true grit, the discipline, the structure of your lives. You're truly an amazing group. Community service you perform, from volunteering for hospitals, nursing homes, mentoring youth, feeding the hungry. You're truly doing God's work. Best gift you can give somebody is your presence, your time, and your love. And all of you have done exactly that. I know you're going to make a change when you're going to college. Don't let this world change you. You change the world. You never want to let any circumstances or life's problems, people, steal your joy. You always want to stay encouraged. Be faithful, prayerful, and thankful for what you have. Where you see no way, God always makes a way. Always remember the Bible verse, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. It's just amazing what Brian Donnelly was telling me about the Edgewood High School football team and how things are going there. And I'm going to plan on being at Friday night's game. So be praying that another win. We're very proud of you all. Congratulations to each of you and your families tonight. And always remember, prayer is the best free gift we have. Make sure you pray daily for your loved ones, and always give thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. May the good Lord continue to watch over you, bless you, protect you and your loved ones, Psalm 91. It's an honor to be here tonight with you all. Some amazing stories. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. All right, Chip, get us on into the final part of this program, please.
All right, we're just about ready for the big announcement. I'm going to first talk about the big cup here, and yeah, it's a Stanley Cup. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's going to have its 20th pair of names on there, so we're rocking and rolling, so that's great. What happens to the big cup? You can see there's two smaller cups. That's for the two grand prize winners. For the first 6 months, the cup will go to the high school winner school, and then the last 6 months it will go to the fire company, EMS company's winner to be on display. So I also want to say, I don't think some of the facts have been mentioned tonight. We're, as an organization, giving out over $43,000, so that's quite an accomplishment. And I think it's only the second time that we have never gotten a full 100% participation, which would have been 24. But this is only the second time we've gotten to 23, so that's a big accomplishment too. So I thank you all for that. That's awesome. So I'm going to do the fireside. So let me get the cup here. Got to see if I can get the right one. Yep. And you all were fantastic and just absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, we can only give this to one. And this year's recipient for the grand prize on the fire and EMS side is Callie Yeager from Susquehanna Hose Fire Company. So come on up, Callie. Now you wanted to see why I wanted to make sure I got that name right. Come on up front here. Let's get a picture real quick. There we go. Let's get you to hold that. Let's get you to sit down up here if you don't mind. And now for my beautiful cousin Shirley.
As Chip said, I'm Chip and Bruce's cousin, and I'm also a retired Harford County public school teacher. So I'm very proud to announce the recipient of the grand prize to our high school winner this year, and that is Juliana Dalto.
On behalf of the County Council, we just want to congratulate you and thank you for all the work that you've already been putting forward into the community, and we look forward to everything you're going to do in the future.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored, and I'm so amazed at everything that everyone here has done. This is truly insane. Everyone here is so accomplished and amazing, and I'm so excited to continue to be a doer of the word in the Harford County community and beyond. So thank you so much.
And Callie Yeager, I've seen you receive several awards in my time on the council, but congratulations. It's wonderful to be here to be able to celebrate you tonight.
Thank you. Good to see you. I was not expecting this, so it was a very pleasant surprise. It has been an honor to serve Havre de Grace and Harford County. I come from a long line of volunteer firefighters on the Jersey Shore, so to continue it down here is a great honor for me, and I am proud to say that my youngest son is also going to become a volunteer firefighter here at Level, so he'll be the 7th generation. Thank you, Miss Rachel. Thank you once again, everyone. It's been an honor. Thank you.
I'll just step in and again, thanks, congratulations to all the award recipients. Thanks so much to the Charlie Riley Foundation and of the board of directors, everybody involved in this. Been a great evening. Some very impressive young people, some little less young people, and it's just fantastic what you all have done for the community and the promises you present for the future. So have a great evening. Thank you.
And in celebration of 20 years as a county council, we have a proclamation honoring the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation on their anniversary. It was amazing to me tonight listening to all these people being celebrated and realizing at 20 years, it's not just that this foundation has been going longer than the high school students have been with us on this earth, but now some of the volunteer firefighters that we are celebrating tonight were born after these awards began. And what a tremendous legacy and celebration for your family that is. I mean, what a blessing to Harford County. And we could all be so lucky to have such a lasting imprint on a community like Charlie Riley did. And it's been a blessing to learn about him each year. So 20 years is just nothing but amazing. So thank you again.
Jacob, that was your first honorary board thing to do. No, we couldn't do it without all of you, and first and foremost, again, it's Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be doing this. And we thank you very much for this, and it's been a labor of amazing love. And we want to keep his legacy going, and his legacy lives through each one of you. So continue to be something in the community. You heard about my experience already. It could be life-saving, it could be life-changing, so continue. And always, always make good choices. So thank you.
State. All right, Chipper, before you go, come back here, please. This is the citation from the Maryland General Assembly, from all of the representatives, as well as Senator McComas and Chair Teresa Riley, recognizing the 20-year anniversary of the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation. You know the best wishes that go with it, and all of them support you and your cause.
Thank you, Ray. Yep. And you've been a big part of it.
And before all of you sit down, I need you just to stay at your place and stand up. Mr. Castley, if you would as well. I do this when we gather as a fire service, so I'm going to do this now because we're gathered as a community. And that's all of you from the high schools and the families. One of the things we enjoy in this county, and I'd ask you to look certainly at these three people, is an elected body, an elected individual who represents us well. And much of that time, what they do is come to events like this and take over 3 hours out of their day with their family to be here and support the activities that you and your children and you and your spouses in the fire service and children do. So we thank them, and if you would acknowledge that for the well-done job that they perform. All right, we're coming to the end in 2 minutes, all right? But here is where I have to end this evening. What you have seen is the finest that Harford County has to offer. Fire and EMS service and emergency services, and young people on the path to excellence. It's what we do in this county. When you talk about wholesome leadership, when you talk about a wholesome environment, that is through all segments of the county that your children and your members have experienced. It gets no better. It's something we need to preserve and protect, and we do. And it's something we should be proud of every day as a place to live. Thank you all for your support tonight of this event. Thank you all for the jobs you do, and I'm doing that as high school and as fire service, wherever you're sitting, for the jobs you do in fire and EMS, and I ask you to keep up that good work. I'll ask Jean to come forward for some final comments, and then we'll have the benediction.
I'd ask Chip and the representative from the North Harford High School to come forward. Present the big tub. Okay. Just present it or something. We'll talk about it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. This is where, what's your official title there, so?
So I'm actually a teacher of 32 years and in charge of our magnet program, along with other duties as assigned.
At North Harford High
Yes.
School, and that's who's gonna receive this. We can't disconnect it right now, because it's got the microphone guts on it, so if we do, we have no microphone. So, we're gonna give that to you a little later tonight, if that's okay.
That's
and
wonderful.
you'll display it in your cabinetry until about May, and then I'll come by and pick it up and
Very good.
take it to Susquehanna Hose, okay? So thank you,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Please join with me and thank and recognize our MC. He is, without a doubt, the best, the very best MC there is. Thank you, sir. And I see many, as you know.
Yes, sir.
This concludes our evening, but I do want to make a few comments just because it is our 20th year. Last year, you saw us, we had our $500,000 achievement, and we blowed balloons and just had a big party. And we're not going to do that tonight, but we do want to recognize that 20 years. Very, very, very important. And it was right here 20 years ago, we had our very first award ceremony, right here in this room. That night, we gave out 2 $500 scholarships to our grand prize winners. We didn't have any money to give out to everyone, so we were just getting started. Our very first recipient, Sandy Gagnon, where's she at? 20 years ago. That little $500 allowed Sandy to finish her education, go to work in the medical field for many, many years, and now she accepted a position within the county government. Then she volunteers. She's the president of this fire company. You know, what does that mean to you all? Let me tell you. She's the CEO of a $15 million corporation with 125 employees and draws no salary. That's what she does. Thank you, Sandy. Another recipient was our very own Samantha Harris. Stand up, Sam. And let me stand. And let me just say, I made a mistake. It's Samantha Beery, a newlywed. Let's congratulate Sam and William. She was able to finish her education, and now she's the right hand of the county council president, serving 250,000 citizens in Harford County. You can't imagine the number of calls she gets. So, thank you, Sam. Chip mentioned Jamie Morlock. Got her nursing degree, came back to, again, helping all the citizens in Harford County through her work at the hospital. Michelle Williamson finished her college career at Notre Dame, became a teacher here in the county. Now she's a vice principal of a local school here in the county. Many of our fire department folks have taken career firefighter positions all over the state of Maryland, and even a couple of them in Virginia. We are very, very proud of all of our folks of their accomplishments. He's over 400 of our scholars. Now, a little bit about the foundation. We continue to meet monthly, second Wednesday of every month. At our annual meeting last winter, we set our budget for this year of $50,000 for scholarships. You heard Chip just mention about what we did tonight, but we have partnerships with the Maryland State Firemen's Association for a fire arson investigator, $3,000. We awarded that this year. All of our 12 fire companies, all of our 12 high schools. Our fire cadet program, we offer a $500 scholarship to every student that successfully passes the fire cadet program, $500. This year we partnered with our County Ladies Auxiliary, started a fire prevention life safety ambassador program. Tonight, our County Ladies Auxiliary are special guests with us. I would ask them to stand, be recognized. We had the pleasure of awarding them $1,500 just a couple weeks ago. So we added all up, we're up to $48,000 this year. So we came close to our 50. So congratulations to us. Closing, we want to thank everyone for attending here tonight, supporting our bingo fundraisers, our golf tournament, the private donations. You all make us successful. Nancy, would you come forward and send us on the road with the benediction? And please, there's more cake and ice cream back there. Help yourselves. And please, above all, be careful as we drive home tonight. You know, everywhere I go, I talk about distracted driving. It is a major crisis in this country. Please be careful.
Would you all please rise? Let me leave you with a thought, as Charlie Riley reminded us, to stick together, believe, and be doers of the word, Jesus Christ. An Irish blessing. May the sun shine all day long, everything go right and nothing wrong. May those who love bring love back to you, and may all your wishes, your wish come true. Go in peace and share the love of God. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Good night.